Most people in the United States believe real estate only moves when a bank approves it. That belief quietly blocks more deals than lack of money ever does. In the U.S. property market, ownership changes hands every day through partnerships that never touch a traditional loan desk. This video explains how that actually works, step by step, inside the American system. We are talking about real structures already used in U.S. residential and small commercial property. No shortcuts, no motivation talk. Just how people legally and practically partner on real estate when borrowing from a bank is off the table. The core idea you must understand first. Real estate in the U.S. runs on control, contribution, and paperwork, not personal cash alone. When people hear partner, they imagine two friends splitting money. That is not how serious real estate partnerships function in the United States. A partnership exists when different parties bring different forms of value to one property. Money is only one form of value. Time, access, management, deal sourcing, risk absorption, and execution skill all count in U.S. property law and contracts. The system already allows this. You just have to structure it correctly. Why many owners are open to partnerships. Across the U.S., a large percentage of property owners fall into one of these categories. They inherited property, they own property free and clear, they are tired landlords, they are aging owners planning exits, they own property that needs active management. These owners are asset-rich but time-poor, energy-poor, or strategy-poor. They often want steady income, reduced responsibility, predictable outcomes, clean paperwork. They are not always looking for a bank-driven buyer. This creates space for partnership structures. The three real contributions that matter in U.S. partnerships. Every non-bank real estate partnership revolves around three roles. One person can hold more than one role, but all three must be covered. 1. The capital side. This party brings cash, existing property, paid-off equity, or covers operating costs. This does not require a bank. 2. The operations side. This party brings property management, tenant handling, repairs, and oversight, compliance with local rules, rent collection systems. Many owners do not want this role anymore. 3. The deal side. This party brings finding undervalued properties, negotiating with sellers, structuring agreements, handling paperwork flow, making the deal actually happen. This role often belongs to the person without cash. U.S. real estate allows these roles to be divided contractually. Common partnership structures used in the U.S. Let's walk through real, legal structures, explained simply. Structure 1. Equity partnership on an existing property. This happens when someone already owns property. Example scenario. Owner has a rental property. Property is paid off or lightly encumbered. Owner is tired of managing. You step in with management, improvement oversight, tenant stabilization, long-term plan. In exchange, you receive an equity percentage, documented legally. Key points. Ownership shares are written into an agreement. Income is split based on percentages. Responsibilities are clearly assigned. Exit rules are defined in advance. No bank is involved. The value exchange replaces borrowing. Profit sharing without ownership transfer. Some owners do not want to give up title. In this case, owner keeps full ownership. You operate and improve the property. Profits above a baseline are shared. This is common in small apartment buildings, mixed-use properties, long-held family rentals. Your upside comes from performance, not title. This structure reduces legal friction and owner anxiety. Joint purchase using private capital. This applies when buying together. Instead of a bank, one partner provides funds, another partner finds and runs the deal. Ownership is split based on contribution, not emotion. Important: contributions are clearly valued. Ownership percentages match risk exposure. Control rights are defined. This is how many small U.S. syndications quietly start. Why paperwork matters more than trust. In U.S. real estate, trust without documentation is risk. Professional partnerships rely on operating agreements, ownership schedules, defined responsibilities, defined exit paths. This protects both sides. Verbal deals destroy partnerships. Clear documents preserve them. How value is measured without a bank. When banks are not involved, valuation becomes negotiated, not standardized. Common valuation anchors: current rental income, local comparable rents, condition of the property, improvement potential, management efficiency. Partners agree on what the property is worth today, what value improvements create, how that value is split. This process is legal and common in private deals. The most common mistake new partners make. They focus on ownership percentage first. Professionals focus on cash flow rights, control rights, decision authority, exit mechanics. Ownership percentage only matters when these are defined. How risk is handled without a bank. Banks usually control risk through debt terms. In partnerships, risk is controlled through responsibility allocation, expense caps, reserve requirements, performance thresholds. Each partner knows what they are responsible for, what they are protected from. This clarity keeps partnerships alive. Why this works specifically in the U.S. The U.S. property system allows flexible ownership structures, private contracts, enforceable operating agreements, clear title systems. This environment makes partnership-based ownership practical. In many states, these deals are routine among professionals. What you should have before you approach a partner. You do not need money first. You need clear understanding of your role, basic knowledge of local rental rules, ability to manage or coordinate management, ability to communicate clearly. People partner with competence, not excitement. Partnerships fail at execution, not ideas. This part focuses on how real estate partnerships are actually built, protected, and sustained in the U.S. without relying on a bank loan. Where partnership deals actually come from. Most partnership opportunities do not appear on online listings. They come from local property owners, property managers, estate situations, owner fatigue. You find them by direct outreach, professional conversations, community involvement, consistent presence. This is relationship-driven, not advertising-driven. How to approach an owner correctly. You are not pitching a dream. You are offering relief, stability, structure. Effective conversations focus on owner pain points, what they want less of, what they want more of. You explain what you handle, what they keep, how income flows, how risk is controlled. Clarity builds confidence. Structuring agreements the professional way. Every serious partnership agreement addresses 5 areas: ownership or profit rights, management authority, expense responsibility, decision-making rules, exit procedures. If any one of these is vague, the deal is fragile. Exit planning is not optional. Every partnership ends eventually. Professional agreements define voluntary exit options, forced sale triggers, buyout methods, valuation process at exit. This prevents emotional conflict later. How profits are commonly distributed. In U.S. partnerships, profit distribution often follows tiers. Examples: baseline income to capital partner, performance-based upside split, management compensation, reserve retention. This rewards contribution without chaos. Handling repairs and unexpected costs. Properties create expenses. Professional partnerships. Set reserve funds. Cap discretionary spending. Define emergency authority. Assign approval thresholds. This prevents arguments during stress. How control is balanced. Control is not always equal to ownership. Agreements define who signs leases, who approves repairs, who handles tenants, who negotiates renewals. Control follows responsibility. The legal reality you must respect. U.S. real estate partnerships are enforceable contracts. That means sloppy agreements backfire. Undefined terms create disputes. Professional drafting matters. You do not need complexity. You need clarity. Why simplicity wins in these deals. The best partnerships use plain language, clear numbers, defined roles. Complexity hides risk. Simplicity reveals it. Scaling without banks. Many partnerships grow by reinvesting cash flow, adding new partners, replicating structures, and expanding locally. Growth follows systems, not leverage. Common failure, points to avoid, undefined exits, emotional decision-making, unequal effort recognition, poor communication, and no reserve planning. Avoiding these preserves value. Final perspective. Real estate ownership in the U.S. does not belong only to borrowers. It belongs to organizers, managers, negotiators, and operators. Partnerships convert skill into equity.